Namaste. Here today I have a book with me which I was going through my stack of books which are just lying. I have purchased but forgotten about them for some reason. And I was going through them to see if there's something which I can start coloring on, and I found this book. For this one, I think I purchased this 2 years ago. Okay, and I know what I'm going to say next is probably scandalous for a few of you out there. But when I purchased this book, I did not know that I'm purchasing this book, which is illustrated by a famous artist, Jade Summer. I seriously had no idea. I had not even noticed that this is a Jade Summer book. I noticed it just now and I decided to make a video out of this because I thought while the thought is still fresh in my mind, I need to get it out there and share it with somebody. I hope somebody is going to listen to this rambling. But I was so shocked at myself that I had actually purchased a Jade Summer book, not because it was a Jade Summer book, but because I liked how the cover looked. This is how ignorant I am of the coloring world or the community as a whole, right? I am a colorist purely out of hobby, and it's only very recently that I have started exploring more about the coloring community, and I have come across so many interesting videos and posts on Instagram that it has fascinated me, and I have started uh, looking at it from a very different angle, I would say. But as I was saying, to for this book especially, the reason why I had purchased this book was because one of my colleagues was pregnant, and she was uh, uh, not feeling that well. And I told her that, I do coloring when I feel stressed, and though it's not the same, maybe you can try coloring something so it will take your mind off and you will feel a bit better. And she said, but I don't have any coloring books and all that. So I purchased two copies of the same book, which was basically this. And for her, I purchased a box of pencils. I don't even remember what pencils they were, a sharpener, and an eraser. And I gifted her that, and I told her, this set is for you, and this book copy I'm keeping for myself, and we will do the coloring together, and we'll share picture with each other on WhatsApp. So this was my concept of buddy coloring even before I knew what buddy coloring is. Okay, this term I have been exposed to only after I started watching more YouTube videos and being active on Instagram. Before that, I didn't know what it was. The only, and I did not know there was a term for that. I just did this so that I can make her feel a little better. She did feel very nice and happy about it, that I had actually thought of, helping her in her situation. But the short on the long of the story is that we never ended up coloring anything, because she just had her baby and then she became so busy with the baby that she has probably not even looked at it. Recently, when I did catch up with her, and we were both laughing about the fact that I had given her this, hoping that it helps her. And she said, and I will probably now have to wait for my kid to go to school because I don't have a moment to pause and think about coloring. So when I saw this book while I was going through my pile of unused books, I suddenly remembered the whole story of how I had purchased it, how I had gifted it to her, and she has not gone through it. While she has a very valid and legitimate reason for not having this done that, I have no valid or legitimate excuse for not having gone through this book or even attempted it. And as far as I remember, I have not even gone through this book even once. I don't even know what's inside. I had purchased this purely because of the cover. And I thought, okay, this will be interesting things for my friend to color. This is something much easier, and she doesn't, she's a person who likes vibrancy. So I thought she will be able to do a lot of vibrant coloring and she should be happy. So that was my thought process behind buying this. Since this book is out, let's do a flip through. And I still can't sort of stop chuckling just by the thought of this, right? So, anyways, this is as far as I can see, yeah. So this is a 2017 publication, and when I purchased this one, that means this book was one year old, or maybe a few months old, because I think I purchased it in 2018, if I'm not wrong. And there is a small thank you note over here from Jade Summers team, and this is very interesting. Do you know someone who would enjoy this book? Buy them a copy and make it a surprise gift. And I actually did that without even knowing that Jed Summer would have supported that idea. Okay, and this book includes a free digital copy so that you can print your favorite images and color them unlimited times. So I'm not sure if this one also, like all other Jade Summer books, has the same image twice, but let us go through it. And also they have said that please visit our website to preview our other books, and then there is her website. So this is a variety of beautiful desserts, and I am a person with a sweet tooth, so I'm sure I should not attempt coloring this when I'm hungry, because I'll go crazy just trying to imagine eating all these things. So as with standard Jade Summer books, it's having one-sided image with a black background. So that's good, because if you're using markers, you can still use this book. uh, However, I don't know if markers would be a good idea for this, because I'm sure for this to look very pretty, it would need some sort of a shading. And I think pencils would be the best options. But if you do it with pencils, the downside of it is that this type of page with this many smaller elements, it's going to take a very long time to finish anything. But yeah, I'm already feeling hungry. Ice cream, yeah. Popcorn and ice cream are like my comfort food. I don't know what is yours. I know chocolate is one of the most famous comfort foods in the world, and surprisingly, I don't like chocolate. I know, so scandalous, right? But I don't like chocolate for some reason. I don't know. Uh, I like more fruity flavors in ice creams, as well as desserts, cakes, or whatever. So this one has croissants and donuts. And this is a very Christmassy page. With the summer coming up, I can actually imagine relishing this kind of desserts. It's some sort of a pie, I think so. Slice has been cut out from here. Okay, 3-tier cake. I'm guessing this is a champagne glass. This jar would be very fun to color. It's supposed to hold jelly beans, if I'm not wrong. So, and jelly beans are always so colorful. Okay. I cannot believe it that I purchased this book in 2018, and in 2021 I'm actually flipping through this. Really, are we colorists so bad? I mean, we just purchase books for such, I mean, I cannot even start to grasp the reason why I purchased this, and then I never bothered to even open it and even go through the designs. I did not know what is there inside this. This would be very nice, very colorful to, I can imagine already. And for me, probably I will have to use chocolate on one of them just to have a variety. Ah, this is so cute. I used to have a game, like I think almost a decade earlier, um on my iPad, and it had a game or a app or whatever you can say, where they would give us these cupcakes and we had to color them. So even before I was introduced to the coloring books, I was still very fascinated by the aspect of coloring. And it's just a coincidence that app had all sorts of cupcakes to color. Of course, they didn't say it is coloring, it was called decorating your cupcakes or something. So I had to choose cherries and I had to choose sprinklers, and then I had to, combine them to give the cupcake a beautiful effect. I think this would be a. Is this a jelly? No, maybe a drizzle of some top of type of syrup. So ice creams and candies and lollipops. I don't know what they are called. In India, we call them lollipops, and I don't know why they are called lollipops for that matter. Yeah, I strongly recommend not to color in this book when you're hungry. Believe me, just going through this. Yeah, I think these are duplicated because I do remember seeing this page. So I think, as with usually with Jade Summers book, maybe this image is there somewhere, and that would be the point where it starts duplicating probably. So I'll not go through the whole book now that I have realized that it is duplicating, at least at some point. Yeah, I think this is the one. Yes. So from this point onwards, it should be a duplicate of, yeah, I know. Yes, it's surely duplicated. So yeah, so till here the pictures were unique, and from this point onwards, they will be. This is printed in Poland. Surprising, I didn't know that. And then they have the PDF version and some digital version websites also. Mm. So I will leave a link for this in the description box below. And if any of you already have this book, please, as you can see, this is completely blank book, and I would like to have a body coloring exercise if possible. And since mine is completely blank, and even if yours is full or almost full, you still have the choice to select what page we can do, because I mean, it's all there. So thank you for watching the video, and I enjoyed going through this, because for me also this was the first time I actually flipped through this book, and I did enjoy, and now I'm feeling very hungry, so let me go and grab a bite. Thank you, have a nice day.